Thank you so much, everybody. This is Testimonial Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight, we're going to have Janet tell her story about how the tech has made a dramatic difference in her life. VoxxLife is all about helping people. We have a neurotech that puts your brain in balance, and it is incredible what that does for the body. It allows it to self-heal and self-regulate, and it does that itself. We just give it the power to do it at its most optimal level. So what is this wearable neurotech? Well, it is incredibly amazing, and it's in a sock. And we just, before I even start, I always want to make sure we're not here to say that we treat, cure, prevent, diagnose anything. That is not our goal here. Our mission is just to tell stories about what has happened to people, like real people, and how the tech has affected them and how it's changed their life. And what we want you to do is try the product, have your own personal experience, and then you're going to know whether you like it or not, if it's working for you or not, but just make sure that you're consistent, because the key is to have this on at all times. Obviously not if you're sleeping, but if you choose to, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing if you do that also. So this is the technology. It's actually the first thing that came out with is an insole. I'll show you that, but then Jay made a sock. Now this here is not the actual pattern. So this is all pattern-based neurology. It's not ingredients or voodoo or magnets or plastics or nonsense. It's the real deal. So this touches neuroreceptors in the metatarsal part of the foot. It sends signals to the brain stem in the brain, and it puts it into homeostasis or balance. That's where we want to be. We want to be on that even keel, just like on a boat. And sometimes we fight or we flight, and we sort of can get stuck. And this, I say, unsticks us. I'm not an English major, but close enough. So this is where you want to be all the time, is in homeostasis. And if you have these socks on, you're going to achieve that. But Jay always wanted to help as many people as possible. So he originally had this insole. Here it is again, the technology you can see, but it's actually right here. That is not the pattern. That is actually the owner from Mississauga, Ontario, Mr. Jay Dallywell. That's his thumbprint. So that protects the company, protects the technology, makes it proprietary. And that's why we can't really tell you how it works. I don't know how it works. I just know I've been sharing it for 5 years, and it's doing remarkable things for people. So here is an incredible insole, very well made, very well supported. And this goes in shoes, boots, you know, your typical running shoes. It's great for sports, all those different things. But then we also came out with a thin sole. And this again is the exact same thing, although now you can put these in flip-flops, sandals, Birkenstocks, low profile shoes that the other ones would be too high, or you could simply put them in your cowboy boots or skates. That's totally up to you, but it just gives you another option to get this tech. A lot of times it's summer now. We don't want to wear, socks in our Crocs or whatever the case is, whatever you're wearing. So now that was our two staple HPT, human performance technology products. And then Jay came out with another one, and this was it right here. It's the exact same thing again. It is a patch though. So this can replace the socks and the insoles. It's the exact same technology. It's just a different way of being able to apply it to the body. You put it on your dominant arm. That's your writing arm. That's the first patch. These are 48-hour patches. And then once it's here for 48 hours, you can put this patch anywhere on the body you choose. But just remember that for the best results, it's where we recommend to put it. You may get better results here than you would, say, from the back of your shoulder or your lower back or wherever you choose to put it. This, though, was a game changer, because how can we help 1 billion people if some people don't use insoles or don't like socks? Or, well, guess what? We have another option, and that is the key. That is the key to getting to our mission of helping 1 billion people. You will never see us say $1 billion. We talk about people. We lead with our product. Our product is so incredible. We know people are going to get the results, and the rest fuels itself. That's how we always operate and always will. And our products have a 30-day money back. So you have nothing to lose, everything to gain. And that's really what we want to see. So another application is the knee brace. And as you can see, again, it's a little harder to see, but it's right there. It is in this knee brace. It's the same technology again. Why a brace? Well, this is kind of like a brace, but it's also more of a sleeve. So it slides on, very easy to put on, very, very supportive. I've what I've witnessed people using this, it's a game changer. Now, if you have this on, you don't need the socks, you don't need the patches. It's remember the same technology, but if you pull this brace off and walk around, and you wouldn't have the tech. So we'd hope that you had a patch or you know, you had the socks on, or whatever the case may be. So there is also another application that is the 4 different types, but we have a 5th one, and that is shapewear. I don't have it here, but remember, any information that you'd like on any of these products, the science, the, you know, all the good stuff behind it all, how it all came to be, white papers, all that can be sent to you. There's not enough time to go through all that, and I want to make this as sort of Cole's note friendly as possible. So that's HPT, human performance technology. It's a product that's physiological in nature. So the moment that tech touches your foot, what happens? That's what you've probably been waiting for, and maybe should have spilled it out by now, but you're instantly going to be stronger, more balanced, more range of motion, and it's helping with a whole bunch of different pain relief. It doesn't grow hair, unfortunately, and I had to buzz my head off because we're not allowed to get a haircut here. So I got to wait probably another week or so. Anyways, so that is it in a nutshell. That is what we're all about. That is those products, again, physiological neck down. Now this product, and I'm sure that Janet has used it also, and she has it on, and it's the sleeve. And as you can see, there's a pattern. Now this is a different pattern. Cognitive. So in nature, it's not physiological. So what it's going to do is help with memory, reaction times. It helps with anxiety, stress, so many different amazing things. And it's, again, put it on. It helps me focus on these calls, be sort of in the moment, not worried about other things. It helps me with my tasks. I've helped musicians, sports people. We've helped so many different, you know, different careers, different things that different people do. But hey, when you can, you know, control that frontal lobe, it's incredible what can happen to your mindset and how you operate on a daily basis. So that is the technologies in a nutshell. We have other technologies also. Again, not enough time to go through those. Any information can be sent to you, but we're here to hear from Janet, and I want to give her enough time to be able to, you know, tell us what this has done for her and how it's made a difference in her life. And thank you so much, Janet, for jumping on. And I guess, you know, either you found Vox found you. Regardless, we're super excited that you have found us and that it did make a difference in your daily tasks. So go ahead, and the stage is yours.
Okay, yes. Hi, Paul. Hi, everyone. Thanks for letting me share my story. Vox found me. I found myself last October in a lot of pain, and it started out slow. I found myself like sitting in a chair and going, oh my gosh, I need to stand up. And then it just started progressing and progressing until it was full on level 10 pain. I couldn't sit in a chair. It was awful. I was in excruciating pain. I was screaming. And so I was like hobbling. I was okay, like laying down or, any position other than sitting. And I work at a desk. So my day job, I wasn't able to sit. So I was in so much pain. I found out that it was nerve pain. I had some disc issues. I had arthritis on my hip and spine. And so I was basically hobbling from the bed to the couch and using heat and or ice on and off all day long. And then I was taking a prescription that was given to me to be able to get through my day. And so a friend of mine sent me a couple of patches and she said, here, try these. And I was like, oh my God, what is this patch going to do for me? I'm in pain here, And so I tried one and, I guess the pain I was in, she called me and I'm like, no, it didn't help, like, so much, so much for your patch. So she sent me a pair of socks and I put the socks on, and literally it's kind of our running joke. I didn't take the socks off for like 3 weeks, only to shower, basically. Right. And because after about 3 or 4 days, I started thinking, gosh, I'm getting out of bed and oh my gosh, I was like, I could move around a little easier. I had more more mobility, and the pain just started easing up, and I was like, I was blown away. And now, I mean, that had to wear them for a couple of months because I had so much pain going on, but now I'm 98% pain free.
Wow. And
So
that's super important and amazing at the same time. But it's proving how, so I can throw a patch on somebody, do the demo, show them how cool it is and amazing, jaw dropping, and then they go home with just one patch, say, and nothing happened.
right,
But
because for some people they do feel something.
yeah,
So I try to tell people it may not be instantaneous for you, but
yeah. So
for
then
me
you
it
went,
was about
yeah, and you went and got socks now, and then said,
yeah.
okay, well, I'm just going to wear these consistently, and that's the key. That's how
Yeah,
I knew I'd feel better when I had them on. I'd have a better day, and then I
right.
keep switching, taking them on and off, and realizing, okay, wait a second, I have to admit it here, I think.
Yeah, I know. I was like telling my husband, I think these socks are doing something.
Yeah.
And I was so blessed and grateful. So I got off of my prescription and quit my PT.
And I imagine was it a strong prescription?
It was.
Yeah, which, you end up, most people at the end of the day, you're zombie like, and
Right. Right.
energy's done, but that's the sacrifice to,
Right.
not have pain. And unfortunately, it's always a pill, right? So
Right. And all the side effects from, said pills. And, before the pills, I was, taking like eight Tylenol a day just to be
right.
able to sit and try to do my office job.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit for a few minutes. I would have to lay down in the back seat of the car anytime we went anywhere, to the appointments, anywhere.
Yeah. And I totally get what you mean about, a sit down job. So my wife was teaching, and
Mhm.
most of the time she would have been standing. And now that it's kind of just boom with everything that's happened, she's had to now teach from home. She's sitting, and she's had things happening, and thank
Mhm.
God now she's, committing to wearing the tech, and, knows
Right.
that it's helping. And sometimes you can just be, depending on what you're doing, but sitting over and over and over which a lot of us do.
Mhm.
And it's very invasive. So when we switch now gears, so HPT, awesome. That's what it's done for you. Now, what do you notice with the sleeve?
The sleeve helps me. I call it unscramble my brain. So,
Yes. Yeah.
brain's going in a million different directions. And I say, okay, I got to get the sleeve on, and it just kind of helps my brain get to center and focus on, become a little more clear and unscramble my brain.
Yeah. And it connects the dots, and
Yeah.
it keeps you on task. And I'm the worst for, oh wow, what's that over there? Like,
Yeah.
oh, wait a second,
Yeah.
you're on a call here, you should focus.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but
Just
it's easy.
kind of settles me down too. Just kind of,
Yeah, and I find energy. I mean, I always got energy from the socks and
the
stuff.
socks, totally.
I don't know if it's alertness. That
Mhm.
could be, the same as energy. It's just, you
Right.
just feel, focused on task. It makes sense now why musicians and,
Mhm.
let's say you're golfing and all those things,
Mhm.
seeing great things come in about that also. And
Right.
so, yeah.
Right. When I wear the socks, I feel like I could just go all day and night, with the energy. It helps beat the afternoon slump.
Yeah. I was confused in the beginning because I drink coffees, and I'm like, is it, the coffee or just these darn socks that my buddy shared with me? And I laughed and decided to try to help people with them.
Exactly.
And here we
Exactly.
are. So, but wow, that was awesome. I so appreciate, so keeping in time. Thanks so much for jumping on. I do appreciate it. There is like a quick sec, and I imagine you're just, any chance you get, if somebody could use this, you reach out to them, and like share it with them. And that's what we're here for,
Absolutely.
guys. Even if it's referrals, whatever it is, whoever invited you here to this group, if you know someone that might be able to be helped by this, please send them to that person. Let them get exposed to what this is, and show them this call, whatever it is, and let them know that we're here to help, and that's our ultimate mission. So again, Janet, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the beautiful weather in Florida.
Thank you.
Okay.
All righty.
Thanks again. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.